Hi, everybody. This is Kirk Spears, licensed agent with Georgia Senior Health Plans. Just wanted to jump on this morning and talk to you about something that I'd seen recently on social media, just something that I'd seen going around a little bit, posted several times by some different folks. And so I know it's out there, and I know people are seeing it, and just wanted to kind of address it for folks who might be curious or wondering about it. And it's the idea that Medicare Advantage is a scam. That was the post that I saw several different times. Medicare Advantage is a scam. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Is Medicare Advantage a scam or not? Okay, great question. A lot of people may suspect that or think that, but obviously those folks maybe don't understand fully what they're saying. So when I think about a scam, I think about fraud. Okay, I think about someone using a deceitful tactic in order to get someone's money or something like that from them without really offering them anything in return. Probably the most famous example of that, at least in recent days, is the whole internet scam where you get an email from someone claiming to be a prince from the other side of the world, and they need to transfer money around. And so they want to transfer a certain amount of money to you. If you'll deposit their money first, your money in their account first, then that will open the door for them to send you money. Okay. So obviously that is a scam. That is someone using false pretenses to try to get money out of other people with nothing in return. Okay. That is a scam. It's deceitful. It's not real. It's not going to happen. So, when I think of scam, that's the sort of thing I'm thinking about. Okay. So the question comes then, is Medicare Advantage a scam? Well, the answer to that is unequivocally no, it's not a scam. Okay. Not by that definition, or really by any definition, it's not a scam. Okay. So what is Medicare Advantage? Medicare Advantage is a program that was designed by the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services. That is the organization, the department, the agency, whatever you want to call it, who runs Medicare. Okay. And so they created Medicare Advantage. And so Medicare Advantage plans are part of the Medicare program. Now, original Medicare is Medicare Part A and Part B. And that's the red, white, and blue card that people get that has those benefits. So what is Medicare Advantage? Medicare Advantage is what Medicare calls Medicare Part C. And so with Medicare Part C, you are getting your A and B benefits administered through a third party carrier. So, a large insurance carrier contracts with Medicare to offer the same benefits of Medicare Part A and B as you would be getting through your original Medicare. So these companies have to design these Medicare Advantage plans. They have to submit them every year to Medicare. And Medicare contracts with them. They approve the plan and says, okay, this looks on the whole at least as good as what you would be getting through Medicare Part A and B if you were using original Medicare A and B. So these are actual plans that are approved by Medicare. Okay, so they're not things that someone came up with in a back room. These are plans that are approved every year by Medicare, and they're offered by major corporations. These insurance carriers are huge companies, so they're not like some guy sitting in his mom's basement on the other end of the street emailing you, trying to trick you into something. These are major carriers. They're heavily regulated by Medicare. Medicare rates them for all the services they provide using a star rating system. So they're under intense scrutiny about how they do business. And as an agent, let me just tell you, I have to undergo training every year. I have to pass a general exam, and then I have to pass an exam for each of the carriers that I contract with. Compliance is a serious thing with Medicare, and they want things to be done right. They want to protect Medicare consumers out there. So people who are eligible for Medicare, they want to protect you, and they make these companies do certain things in order to protect you. Okay, so now, is Medicare Advantage right for everyone? Well, the answer to that is no. Okay, because there is no one size fits all when it comes to Medicare. Medicare Advantage plans are becoming much more popular than they have been. Really, I think the latest numbers I saw, about half of people who are on Medicare use Medicare Advantage for their Medicare. Okay, so they are getting to be very popular, but that doesn't mean they're right for everyone. Okay, Medicare supplements are also an option for folks, and a lot of people really like that. Okay, as with everything with insurance, particularly with this health insurance, it comes down to several factors. You know, what is your budget like? What is your risk tolerance in terms of what kind of expenses would you be willing to absorb if you had an illness? How much flexibility and accessibility do you want with certain doctors? Do you need additional services outside of just medical, with things like dental and vision and other services? So all those factors come into play when you're looking and evaluating what is right for you. I mean, I've seen particular situations where one type of plan is right for a husband and a different type of plan is better for the wife. So it just really, it is an individualized sort of thing. Okay. And so, you know, what you can do is when you're shopping for the kind of plan that you want, you know, you need to take those certain factors into account. You know, what is your budget? Monthly premium wise, potentially with copays and things like that. Those are all factors into the budgeting part. Access to doctors, any kind of extra services that are going to be available to you through a plan. You need to evaluate all of those things. Okay. Sometimes you're going to say maybe a Medicare Advantage plan will be right for you, and other times you may say a supplement is right. Now, there are factors that also involved. You can't just jump back and forth easily from Advantage to supplements every year. So there are some rules about that. So, you know, when you're first turning 65, when you're first getting on Medicare, you really need to take a serious look. But going back to our original thing we wanted to talk about, is Medicare Advantage a scam? No. Is it right for everyone? Not necessarily, no. But you have to make that decision for yourself. And as I'm always going to say, find a local agent. Find someone who knows the plans that are available in your area, who understands how they work, and who can help navigate you through the process. Don't try to go out there on your own and do it all by yourself. You're going to miss something. You're going to make a mistake, possibly. Find an agent who can help you, and it'll be worth your time. So hope this was helpful. If it was, feel free to subscribe. We're going to be producing more and more content along these lines. If please give us a thumbs up and like this video as well. And I appreciate your time. Again, Kirk Spears, Georgia Senior Health Plans. If I can help you, let me know. Thanks.